In 5, 4. Well, I hope everybody's doing good today. I just got through dehydrating a bunch of onions and was getting ready to put them up, and I figured I'd make a video on not necessarily how I put them up, but on these oxygen absorbers. Now, whenever you put up dry foods, you should always put oxygen absorbers in with them, whether it be rice, beans, fruits and vegetables, even jerkies. It helps keep off any moisture. Now these oxygen absorbers here, they come in a pack of 100. They're 300 cc's. They cost me $9.55, and that's 100 count of them. And I get them through the LDS Church. I will put a link in the description below where you can pick these up. Like I said, I did these onions and I was getting ready to put them up. I put most of my stuff up in jars. I do some in vacuum bags and some in Mylar. But as you can see, I'm running low on my oxygen absorbers there, so I bought some more. Anyway, whenever you're putting up stuff in jars or packages, like I said, whether it be beans, rice, fruits, vegetables, jerkies, any kind of dry canning, you want to put oxygen absorbers in there. Now, what I'll do is I'll put oxygen absorbers in here, and then I'll also vacuum seal them. Just a little added precaution, a little extra oomph to the packing. Now, I won't put a whole lot in these jars because I don't use a whole lot at one time. And this tray that you see here was actually 4 trays. I just put them all on this one to bring onto the set here. Now what I'll do is I'll put an oxygen absorber in here, like I said, and then take it into the kitchen in a little bit and vacuum seal them also. And the reason I only put a few in each jar, like I said, I don't use a whole lot at one time, so I don't want them left open after I break the seal, and I don't want to have to vacuum seal each jar every time I open one. So I'll put these into 3 different jars here and put them up. Like I said, I will put a link to where you could pick these up. And the LDS Church has a lot of good stuff on their site. I wish they had a little bit more. Now, you have to, when you buy from them, you have to buy by the case, but I have found that their prices are probably better than just about anybody else's I've seen. So when you go in there and purchase something, you're purchasing for long term. Most of their products say that they are shelf stable for 30 years. So it's not like you're going to have to repurchase another case in a couple of years in fear that they're going to go bad. They are very long-term storage. Most of their stuff is put up in number 10 cans. Now, if you're just starting out in prepping, I wouldn't suggest going that route. I would suggest going somewhere, even if it's just like your local grocery store, pick yourself up a package of rice or beans or something and start putting them up like that. A good place to start, and a very cheap place to start, is Top Ramen. Pick yourself up a case of Top Ramen, stick it in the back of your pantry, and Top Ramen on the shelf will last you a couple years. I've got some that I vacuum sealed and just opened the other day, and I put them up, I think it was like 3 years ago. Perfectly fine. Now, if you vacuum seal Top Ramen, because of the compression on the noodles, they'll get a little harder to break up if you want to break yours up. I always break mine up when I'm getting ready to cook top ramen. So, but if you're just starting out prepping, I wouldn't suggest buying cases, because you have to buy one case of a certain item from the LDS. But if you've already started prepping, or if you want to go ahead and buy them, that's up to you. Like I said, they do have really good prices, and I plan on buying a case of from them here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to buy yet, but since their prices are so good, and I do have a little bit of food preps already put up, I will be buying a case of something from them, probably one of the cheaper items, whether it's a case of number 10 cans of rice or something. I've got I think it's a 4-gallon pail of oats put up, not from the LDS Church, but what a mess underneath that tray. I'm going to take that out and shake it out. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go for a bike ride. I'm going to start filling you in on a series that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be setting up my bicycle and going through a scenario like I was bugging out. And then what I'm going to do, it's going to be probably a 3 or 4 video series. I'll show you the bike and all the components of me bugging out, what I bug out with and how, and then bring the individual items like the backpack, and then I have a 5-gallon bucket that I'll be bugging out with and things like that. And what I'll do is each video I'll take one of the backpacks, because I'll have 2 backpacks with me. I know that sounds weird, but since I have a bicycle and a trailer, I'm bugging out with more than what a normal person would bug out with on their back. So we'll get back to you. Hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, I'll put a link to where you could pick these up from the LDS Church. It's one of the best values I've found on oxygen absorbers. So, and I'll put that down below. Now up in this corner up here will be a link to a video that YouTube thinks you might like. Up here will be a video of my latest, a link to my latest video. Down here, don't know what's going to be down there, but you can click down there on that one and that'll take you to another video. And of course you can always click on my smiling face over here and subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, hit that little bell, that way you'll get notified next time we upload a video. Until then, nice weather out, so I better get out there on my bike. Have a good day. Stay prepared.